Imagine having your own AI powered research assistant that not only gathers all the info you need, but also organizes it into a stunning and interactive knowledge graph. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's not. Today, I'm going to show you how you can create a personalized learning roadmap using the Google Gemini Deep Research feature and Obsidian that makes diving deep into any subject fast, fun, and absolutely efficient. Alright, so let's get started. So if you want to learn anything from scratch, the first thing that you will do is research the relevant materials from online and then try to piece together the various fragmented information to create your study guide. This will take you days or even weeks of effort to research, but what if I'm telling you that this can be done in just a few minutes with the Google Deep Research? So what exactly is Deep Research? It is a function that's supported in the Google Gemini application. And if you want to access it, you have to go to gemini.google.com. From the models, you have to select the Gemini 2.0 Flash, and this is a feature which you can enable in order to get the in-depth answers. So traditionally, when we search anything online using a search engine like Google, you will paste in your query, and once you run it, the Google will help us search relevant website, or if you're using Perplexity, and which is also an AI search engine, it will look up for the website and read the relevant materials and pick up for you. But that is only the start. So imagine that you have a smart research assistant who do not only use Google or Perplexity to complete their research, but they also plan how to do the job better. So this is where the deep research comes into an action. So as a user, you will, let's say, ask the question, what is artificial intelligence? Then Gemini will create a plan first, and you as a master will review the plan and see whether it is good for you or not. So if you think that the plan is good enough, then you will allow it to follow the research plan, search online, read the materials, and write a report for you. So first step is the planning, where the deep research transforms a prompt into a personalized multi-point research plan. It autonomously searches and deeply browses the web to find the relevant information. Then it uses its reasoning abilities to reason over the information gathered and then reports the gathered information. So let's quickly go ahead and see an example of how you can use it. So here I'm inside the Gemini app. The model is Gemini 2.0 Flash, and I'm going to select the deep research in order to get the in-depth answers. So the first step is to define the research question. So here for the question, I'm gonna ask it that what are the impacts of climate change on the marine ecosystem. So I wanted to generate a detailed report on the impacts of climate change on the marine ecosystem, and make sure that you have selected the deep research feature in order to get in-depth answer for your question. So once you run it, you can see that firstly it has provided me a research plan for the topic. The title is Climate Change, the Marine Ecosystem Impact. So you can see that these are the different points it is going to discuss in the report. Firstly, it will search for the effects of rising the global temperature of the oceans. Then it is going to investigate how the increased atmospheric carbon dioxide leads to ocean acidification. Then it will research the impact of sea level rise on the coastal marine habitats, finding information on how the changes in ocean currents due to the climate change affect the nutrient distribution. Then it is going to explore the relationship between climate change and so on. And then finally, it is going to synthesize the findings from the above searches to provide a comprehensive overview of the various impacts of the climate change on the marine ecosystem. So if you're happy with the plan, you can go ahead and ask it to start the research. But if you want to make any changes to the plan, you can either do it manually by clicking this edit plan button, and it will convert that into a prompt saying edit the research plan, and then it will say this is the research plan, what changes do you want to make. So if you want to make any changes, simply provided the details right here, but if you don't want to make any changes, simply tell it. So I'm gonna say no changes here. So now on the basis of our prompt, it has provided us the updated plan, which in this case is not updated at all because I have not added any updates for the plan. And if you are happy with it, simply go ahead and click on start the research. So now you can see that it has opened a new window and it is showing the thinking mechanism of the model. Initial focus is on all of these things. Then these are the next step that it is going to perform. And it has also provided us a list of all the websites that it is researching in order to fetch the answer. And here you can also see the progress of how much time it is going to take in order to provide us the complete response. You can see currently it is researching 41 websites in order to fetch the answer. Okay, so now the researching website has been changed from 41 to 58. Wow. And instead of simply providing us the output report, it is also showing us the thinking mechanism and the different chunks of information it is getting from the different resources. And then it is going to merge all of this fetched information into a single report for us. Okay, so now it is researching 77 websites. It is going to take quite some time. So I'm going to come back once all of this is done. All right, so it has generated the report for us. Firstly, it has displayed us that it researched 269 websites, and it has also provided us the link of all the websites which it has researched in order to gather the data to create this report. Alright, so here is the generated report. You can see that the title is The Far-Reaching Impacts of Climate Change on the Marine Ecosystem. Firstly, they have provided us an executive summary of what is being discussed inside the report. Then we have an introduction showing the effects of the climate change. And then it has added different type of headings in order to discuss all of these. And the best part is that after every heading, they have provided us a learn more arrow in which they have also actually provided us the resources from which it has gathered that information. So if you want to refer to those resources, you can always go ahead and do that. So this means that all of this information is not generated by the Google Gemini itself, rather it has performed a vast research on the web using all of these different resources, and then it has provided you the information which is actually in these headings, which is actually present in this report. And in addition to text, we also have the tables showing the summary of climate change impact on the different marine organism groups. And you have the resources for this table too. Similarly, we have some other tables as well. And then they have listed down all the resources which were used in the report. And the best part is that you can also go ahead and export it to Google Docs. And once it is open in the Google Docs, you can go ahead and make changes to it and then share it with your team members or with other persons in order for them to review your work. Pretty cool, right? So you can see that this report is of 20 pages and they have discussed all of the things in great detail by providing the references of all the resources they have used in order to fetch the answer. So I'm pretty sure that if this was available back then when I was a student, I would definitely be having better grades because look at the quality of the content it has created along with all the resources. So it is a really amazing tool for the students to create their assignments because it will not only gather the information from a single resource, rather it will iterate through a wide variety of resources and will fetch information from all of them and then generate a report for you that will be exclusively for you. So there won't be much chances of plagiarism. So this was an example of generating an extensive report on any topic using the Gemini Deep Research. But what if you want to learn an entirely new topic using the Gemini research and then be able to take notes using the Obsidians? Well, that is also possible using the deep research. So let's create a new chat. So right here inside the Gemini, you have to provide the topic which you want to learn from the scratch, and then the Gemini using its deep research feature will generate an extensive learning path for you which you can use to get your hands on that topic from scratch. So I'm going to provide it the prompt that if I want to learn what is AI, what is an LLM, and how to use it to build AI applications, can you create a learning roadmap for me? Once you run it, you will see that it will start generating a plan for you. So here is the plan, which is the AI learning roadmap creation. Here they have provided us the research website and the plan of how it is going to execute it. And if you're happy with it, simply click on start research. It is going to take some time in order to generate the AI learning roadmap for us. Alright, so here is the detailed AI learning roadmap. You can see that they're starting by understanding the artificial intelligence. Then they're moving towards the large language models. And just like before, they have also provided us the references from where the information has been fetched. And if you further scroll down, they have also provided you different type of tables for showing the key LLM API providers. And you can also export this table to be to sheets to be used later on. And the best part is that they have also provided the recommended online courses which you can take in order to get more information about the topics. And if you click on this learn more icon, you can see they have also provided you a course present on the Coursera for the large language model courses and certifications. So now let's go ahead and export it to Google Docs. So here is the report or the learning roadmap. These are all the different topics which you can cover. So this is where things will actually get interesting. Now we are going to use this information along with Obsidian to create a knowledge graph for us. So basically Obsidian is a personal knowledge base and note taking application that allows the users to create and store notes locally in the markdown files, link them together and visualize connections as a graph, making it a powerful tool for organizing and structuring thoughts and knowledge. So since Obsidian takes the information in the markdown format, so I'm going to go ahead and download this path as a markdown file. Alright, so the file has been downloaded in the markdown format. So in order to convert it into a knowledge graph using the Obsidian, you have to create a node for all the different topics that has been covered inside it, which has to be done manually, and then you have to connect all of these notes together in order to create the knowledge graph, which is quite a tedious and time consuming task. So now we are going to take the help of AI in order to simplify it for us. For that, we are going to use Cursor. So here I'm inside the Cursor, and this is the markdown file for the AI learning roadmap. So you can see that this is a markdown file, and for each section of this file, we will have to create an index node to introduce the concept and then to provide the links to the node card we need to fill. But how can we create it automatically? Well, this can easily be done using the AI part from the Cursor. So here we are gonna take two different steps. The first step is to create the index nodes, which is actually a node for all of these sections, and the second step is to create a backlink from the index nodes to the roadmap. So here inside the Cursor, I'm going to create a new chat, and here I'm going to say that this is a learning roadmap report. I need you. So I'm going to say AI learning roadmap creation is a learning roadmap report. I need you to do the following. Step 1, based on the learning roadmap, create a list of markdown files for each topic. Then step 2, for each topic file, write an introduction and a list of knowledge points. Each knowledge point title should be written in double square brackets. Let's send it. And you can see that it has started generating. So these are all the topics present inside it. So here it has firstly created an MD file called Fundamentals of AI. Now it is created a second file called the large language models.md. Thirdly, it is creating a file called LLM development and application. And now it is creating a file called advanced LLM concept. Now it is creating the ethical considerations in AI file in the markdown format. So this was the main file which we provided to it, and on the basis of that it has generated us 6 different files for each topic which is actually discussed inside our main file and has converted them into markdown. So let's quickly go ahead and view some of these files which are actually generated by the Cursor. So you can see that we have a file for the LLM development and application which is in the markdown format. They have discussed all the key concepts along with the knowledge points for each of them. So this was the first step. Now the next step is to add a backlink on the roadmap file so we can use it conveniently. For that, I'm gonna write another prompt. So I'm gonna say add your created file name list in the original AI learning roadmap creation.md file. Place them under each topic related and remember to use the double square brackets to quote the file name. Once you run it, now it will going to add a backlink for all of these files inside the original file. Okay, so you can see that now I am inside my AI learning roadmap creation file, and under the understanding artificial intelligence, it has added the link for the fundamentals of AI.md file. And if you further scroll down, you will see that for all the others, like for understanding the large language model, it has added a link for that. So if you're happy with it, simply accept all the changes and you're good to go. So now all we need to do is to add this file inside the Obsidian and create a knowledge graph. So here I've opened the folder containing all the markdown files inside my Obsidian. Here is the AI learning roadmap creation along with the backlink of all the different nodes which we have created. And you can also go ahead and verify it. So simply click on it and it will take you to that part of the node where it has been fetched. So once all the links have been working correctly, now we can view all of this inside our graph view. For that, from the left navigation menu, you have to click this icon that says open the graph view. Once you click on it, here a knowledge graph will be opened, and you can see we have a bunch of different nodes which are actually connected with the others. So you can see that firstly we have the fundamentals of AI that have all of these different parts. Then we have large language models in which we have the understanding LLM, the LLM capabilities, architectures, etc. We have advanced LLM concept. So now that we have our roadmap and the graph, so now if you want to learn any new concept about the large language model, you can easily look around that. And if you had read something about some part, let's say LLM evaluation, then you can simply click it and then write your learning notes right here inside it. And they will be available for you for the next time when you click the LLM. So if I write something right here, and now if I go back and then click on LLM evaluation once again, so my notes will be present right there. So this means that once you have a clear roadmap, you can learn anything faster. So that was all for this video, that you can use the Gemini's deep research feature along with the Cursor AI and the Obsidian to have a better understanding of any new topic more efficiently. So I'll highly encourage all of you to try it out for yourself and let me know in the comments what you think about it. But that's all for this video. Thanks for watching.